Hello, good evening student. We will continue with problem set 5 geometric coordinate. Up to 5th questions we have done. Now we will start question number 6. To find the distance between 2 points. 6 first, A is A0, B is 0A. Distance AB, this is x1, y1, x2, y2. x1 minus x2, y1 minus y2. So a minus 0 square plus 0 minus a square. So this is a square only. This is also a square only. So this is 2a square. Square root of 2 is not possible. Square root of a square is a. This is root 2. It is distance AB. Now 6th, third, that is minus 3AA and A minus 2A. These are R and S. So distance RS is equal to x1, y1, x2, y2. x1 minus x2, y1 minus y2. So minus 3 minus a minus minus plus 2a. This is minus 4. A. 4 for the 16a square. 3 is the 9a square. So 25a square. That is 5a. So distance RS. So to find out distance between 2 points. Now very intelligent question is to find the circumcenter of a triangle. Suppose this is P XY. This is A, this is B, this is C. A is given minus 3, 1. B is given 0, minus 2. 1, 3. P is the center. Therefore, PA is equal to PB is equal to PC. PA, PB, PC is equal to radii of same center, of same circle. So PA is equal to PB. Same, PB is equal to PC. Correct. So distance to distance, first I will write this. First bracket square, second bracket square. First bracket square, second bracket square. First bracket square, second bracket square. So these all we will take first. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. So x minus x1, y minus y1, x minus x2, y minus y2, x minus x2, y minus y2, x minus x3, y minus y3. Now this x minus minus plus 3 square, y minus 1, b x minus 0 square, y minus minus x minus 0 square, same because that distance is same. Correct. 1 1 2 2 3 3 I have substituted. So this will be, first omit this under root, both the side taking square. So x plus 3 total square plus y minus 1 total square, x square plus y plus 2 square, this is x square, y plus 2 total square is equal to x minus 1 square, y minus 3 square. I will solve this first. X square plus 6x plus 9, y square minus 2y plus 1 is equal to x square plus y square plus 4y plus 4. Now this is x square plus y square plus 4y plus 4 is equal to x square minus 2x plus 1 plus y square minus 6y plus 9. X square y square, x square y square, x square y square, x square y square will cancel. So this is 6x minus 2y plus 10. This is 4y plus 4. This goes this side. So 6x minus 6y. This goes this side. So minus 6. Divide all by 6. So x minus y is equal to minus 1. This is the equation number 1. Now 4y plus 4 is equal to minus 2x minus 6y plus 10. This goes this side. So 2x this comes this side, so it is 10y. This comes this side, so 2x. This comes this side, so it is 6. Now divide by 2, so 5x plus 5y plus x is equal to 6. Half, sorry, so 3. Now first equation is x minus y is equal to minus 1. Second equation is x plus 5y is equal to 3. So I will change the sign because I will subtract the equation. So x minus x0, this is minus 6y is equal to minus 4. So y is equal to minus 4 by minus 6. So 2 by 3. Again substitute in x minus y. X minus 2 by 3 is equal to minus 1. X is equal to 2 by 3 minus 1. X is equal to 2 and 2 is to 2 3 is to 3. So x is equal to, final answer x is equal to minus 1 by 2. Y is equal to final answer 2 by 3. Okay, now question number 8. You have to find out that by giving 3 sides you can draw the triangle or not. Following is can the segment joining the given points of a triangle, if it is 3, 4 and 5, so you will take 5 as a base, and from here 3, from here 4, so triangle is possible. But if I will take this, so 10, so from here I will take arc of 3, from here I will take the arc of 4, but it will not intersect each other. If it will not intersect each other, so where we will get the third point? So the triangle is not possible. So always if A, B and C is given, so A plus B is greater than C, or A plus C is greater than B, or B plus C is greater than A. Correct. Sum of two sides, always it is greater than third. That is why it is 10 and this is 4 plus 3, 7. 7 is not greater than 10. So that in this you have to find out 3 different sides, and from that you have to find that sum of two sides is greater than third. Then the triangle is possible, otherwise it is not possible. Correct. So only 3 distance we have to find. A is given, root 2, root 2. B is given, minus root 2, minus root 2. C is given, minus root 6 and root 6. Correct. Now we will find out distance AB, BC, CA. So distance AB is equal to x1 minus x2, y1 minus y2. This is x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Correct. Now this minus this, so root 2 plus root 2, because minus minus plus. Again root 2 plus root 2. 2 root 2 square, 2 root 2 square. So root 2 root 2, 2 root 2. 2 root 2 square means 8 plus 8 is equal to 16 is equal to 4. So distance AB is equal to 4. That we got at least one this side. Now distance BC. x2 minus x3, y2 minus y3. 1 2, 2 3, then 3 1. So now this is minus 2 minus root 2 minus minus plus 6. Minus root 2 minus root 6 square. Now we will find out square of this root 2 2 plus and minus, so it is minus 2 root 12 plus 6. Already done plus, so no need to do the bracket. Square of this 2, this into this into this, plus 2 root 12 plus 6. So this and this will cancel. 6 6 12 plus 2 14 plus 2 16. Okay, this is 14. And now third distance, AB, BC, CA. AB, BC, CA. So x1 minus x3 now, y1 minus y3 now. So that is root 2 minus minus plus root 6 square. Root 2 minus root 6. Now, square of this root 2 2 2 root 12 plus 6 plus root 2 2 minus 2 root 12 plus 6. Then these plus and minus will omit. Again it is 16, 4, 16, so 4. All three sides are equal, so it is equilateral triangle, and sum of 2 is greater than third. So AB plus BC is greater than equal to CA. So like that, AB, BC, CA. Four units. Therefore, triangle ABC is equilateral triangle. And also you can say AB plus BC is greater than CA. Means 4 plus 4 is greater than 4. 8 is greater than 4. That's why triangle is possible, and it is equilateral triangle. When it is equilateral triangle, then triangle is possible. Okay, like that you can join that. Now, so that these are the vertices of parallelogram. Very, very, very important sum number 11. Very important and very good method. Any quantitative it is given. A, B, C, D. Ninth and 10th are cancelled. Now I am doing 11th one, correct? 1 minus 2. 5 and 2. 3 and minus 1. Minus 1 minus 5. That is given PQRS, okay. it is a parallelogram. You can solve by different method. If you will find out all the sides, suppose this is 8 and 8, both are equal. If it is 5 and 5, both are equal. If opposite are equal, opposite are congruent, it is a parallelogram. Second method, you find out slope. If both the slopes are equal, it is parallel. If both the slopes are equal, it is parallel. So it is a parallelogram. So by distance method, 4 times you have to find out the distance. Means 4 for the 16 and 2 distance you have to compare. So more than 20 steps you have to write. And in slope point form, 2 times you have to find out slope. 2 times slope, again 2 times slope, total 4 times slope. Then you have to compare 2 to slope. You have to write it is parallel. So don't do that method. I am giving you something different. Let M1 is midpoint of PR. If both the midpoint are common, means diagonals are bisector of each other. If the diagonals are bisector of each other, 100% it is a parallelogram. So no need to find out 4 times distance. No need to find out 4 times slope. You have to find out only 2 times midpoint, and it is the easiest formula. So this is x1 y1. This is x2 y2. This is x3 y3. x4 y4. Midpoint of PR. Therefore M1 xy is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So 1 plus 3 divided by 2. Minus 2 minus 1 divided by 2. So 4 by 2 minus 3 by 2. So it is 2, 1.5, that is minus. So this is your M1. So M2. Now this M2 is midpoint of SQ. That is midpoint of SQ. Therefore, M2xy is equal to x2 plus x4 divided by 2, y2 plus y4 divided by 2. So 5 minus 1 by 2. 2 minus 5 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2. Minus 3 divided by 2. So this is 2 minus 1.5 and 2. So both are equal. M1 is equal to M2. Therefore, diagonals are bisector of each other. Diagonals are bisector of each. Therefore, quadrilateral PQRS is parallelogram. In parallelogram, always diagonals are bisector of each other. Right? So like that, whenever you have to prove parallelogram, don't go for distance formula, don't go for slope formula. Slope formula is not here, but you can utilize to prove your sum. So for parallelogram, always use midpoint formula theorem. So find out one midpoint of one diagonal, second midpoint of second diagonal, both are exactly equal to 2 minus 1.5. So the coordinate on the graph, that point will be the common. So that common point is a bisector of both the diagonals. So it is diagonals are bisector of each other. In which quadrilateral the diagonals are bisector of each other? That is 100% parallelogram. Next sums we will continue in next lecture. So you just try your best. Whichever sums I have done, you try exactly same sum of the textbook. And if you get any difficulty, you can call me or message me. Okay, thank you.